Oh yes, Mzansi, welcome back. Your Feel Good Breakfast show as we open up on ST right now to some incredibly inspirational conversation. So my question to you right now is, how do you overcome your greatest fear? Do you try to outrun it, or do you face it head on and let it shape you? Well, today's guest has done both after surviving a rare blood cancer and undergoing a bone marrow transplant. Melda Ruiters not only celebrated remission, but also reclaimed her passion for running, pushing past limits, and conquering marathons along the way. Now, Dr. Marion Morkel, the Chief Medical Officer, says lifestyle diseases came through very strongly in the claims data, with cardiovascular and cancer being the two top causes of death and disability. Now, cancer claims under the severe illness category rose by 30% year on year, and prostate claims doubled in men, and breast cancer claims rose 33% in women. Now, Leilani Geduld, Corporate Relations and Sporting Events Manager at the Cancer Association of South Africa, joins Melda today as we explore what it truly takes to rise above your fears. Well, ladies, thank you for being a part of this inspiration. How are we doing?
We're doing good. Thank you for having us.
And you're both looking absolutely incredible, I must just say. Melda, especially you, after what I've heard that you've gone through and read, wow, you're looking like a glowing, radiating dose of inspiration. But let's talk about it, because it wasn't such a plain and easy road for you, right?
Yes.
You briefly got diagnosed with something quite serious. And I think a lot of people can maybe relate to dealing with a big obstacle like this. But how did this redefine you? How did you manage to maybe redefine the outcome that it put you in? Because being diagnosed with cancer is a big hit. This is something that can make you just retract and stay within yourself. But somehow you rose above this. Talk to me about this sort of journey.
Yeah, when I was diagnosed with cancer, I'm a very positive person.
Okay.
And I said to myself, I didn't know how serious it was at the time, but I said to myself, this cancer, I'm going to fight it till the end, and I'm going to outrun it, yes. Because at the time, I was like running marathons when I was diagnosed with this cancer. And obviously, running marathons and not be able to walk, you know, it's like, was a big change.
But it's like your power was taken away from you. I mean, at such a crescendo in your athletic career, having such a moment pull you back down,
Yes.
that's tough to deal with.
Yes, it was very tough, yes, but my daughter will always remind me when I was so ill, laying there on that bed, I would always say to her, one day I'm going to get up and I'm going to run again, I'm going to run marathons again. And yes, being a positive person, I was speaking to myself all the time. You know, you have all those fears, the fears of your hair's going to fall out, the fears of what I'm going to do next, where's it going to end. But then I said to myself, I'm just going to switch off from all these fears, let it be, and I'm going to run with it. I'm going to identify one of those fears. And one of those fears was, will I be able to run again one day?
Yeah.
And I said to myself, I will take it as it comes, because it wasn't easy. For 8 months I was on chemo, and that really brought me down. And when I got the message still from the doctor that they're going to have to board me, it was like, oh yeah, I'm busy dying, and what's going to happen, you know? So then I just gone with the flow, and then after 8 months of chemo, I had my bone marrow transplant, and only then, obviously I was a bit down and out, and after my transplant, then I decided, okay, now they sent me home. I was isolated for a month, and then I decided I'm going to gradually start walking again. I'm not going to rush it. I will take it one day at a time, and I will just celebrate life. If I get there one day to run a marathon again, yes, but just to get up in the morning and just that you can open up your eyes again for what you've been through. You're now at home. You've been in hospital for that year for about 4 months in that, you know, if you add up all up the weeks and the days and the all of that.
But that dream and that intention didn't just turn into getting up out of bed. Look where it got you to come back to running doing 21 Ks and beyond. And I think it is absolutely inspirational because your story resonates so well with Leilani over here as well, with 94 years of the Cancers Association and what they've done in terms of uplifting and resonating with stories like this. I'm sure you've seen many incredible moments of resilience and women and people rising up above adversity. How does this relate to the cause behind cancer?
We have seen that, people like Melda and so many cancer patients and cancer survivors and their families out there. Cancer's mission is to advocate for rights of patients. We also want to educate. We want to support the families out there. We provide for all the communities out there lots of support and education awareness programs. And what's important is that people like Melda, we encounter them every single day at our cancer care homes, our cancer support groups. We have a telecounseling line. We have a helpline. And,
Amazing.
We see this every day, the courage, the tenacity of someone that's going through a journey that you won't even imagine. But for us at the Cancer Association, celebrating our 95th anniversary next year, we've been serving the communities in South Africa for such a long time. And for us, it's always amazing at our initiatives, our cancer events, that we encounter our survivors, the cancer patients who share their stories. And that's what South Africa needs. When you share a story, people's courage, when they get up from where they've been. South Africans know that. When you're down and you're laying flat on your back, you've got support out there.
Yeah,
and CANSA is one of those organizations that reaches out to so many communities. And when we get to events like the Cape Town Marathon, and with our Cancer Active brand that promotes a healthy, active lifestyle, and we see people do what they do, running, whether it's running, walking, and cycling. But they do, just to read, they actually teach us so many lessons that, wake up every day. Like Melda explained, she just decided she's going to take each day. And us at Cancer Association, we're so proud to be associated with so many cancer survivors, cancer patients, even our volunteers. Our volunteers are made up of so many cancer survivors, and we appreciate them every single day.
We truly do, and I wish we could just keep Melda here all morning because she really has a story of inspiration.
Yes,
I think we should be diving into more of it. So if you do find her online, then just speak to her about this story because I'm sure there's so much to share. But can we talk about how people can get involved in both this year's Cape Town Marathon and also the Cancer Association's active efforts involved in the marathon? How can we get involved? How we can support more? Because clearly you're doing incredible things here right now.
Well, we've been so privileged to be part of the Sanlam Cape Town Marathon campaign alongside Sanlam. And what people can do is go on CANSA's website and specifically the Cancer Active webpage, all Cancer Association's social media pages, and look for Melda's link and Melda's story. And we've also got a link there on giveandgain.com where people can donate towards the cause when Melda takes on the Cape Town Marathon.
So that's Give and Gain. I think the website's on your screens right now, Mzansi, so you can find that. But again, Melda, I can't thank you for sharing your story with us, for not giving up, for being the inspiration that I think is going to draw a lot of people back onto the road, out in the mountain, and get them running again. So that's because of you, lady. Thank you so much.
You.
And to both of you, I can't be more inspired because literally, Melda's story was inspiration at its finest. And I think Sanlam has a boost for you too. If you're feeling a bit encouraged, here's your chance to kickstart your own health and financial journey, right? So Sanlam is giving one lucky Expresso viewer a Sagtrix investment account loaded with 5,000 Rand. Now, to enter, simply reply to the competition post on the Expresso social pages and don't forget to use the hashtag #AfricanChampionsUnite. Now, entries close on the 18th of October 2025. You've got a little bit of time, but don't wait. And your T's and C's can be found on expressoshow.com. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you again. You've inspired me. I'm going to go get my running on, and hopefully I can replicate 21 marathons, 21 Ks in a year, which you did. And that's a bar that's been set. I can't wait to see what's next.
Thank you.
Pick your course, set up your campaign, and let your run create an impact. Head to giveandgain.com to find out more.